Table with your name across the top. Ink bleeds like the promises we never could stop. Windows cracked open, cold wind through the room, carrying the silence like a coming storm of doom. Every word unspoken hangs heavy in the air, like smoke from a fire that's no longer there. Ashes on the river, drifting far from shore. Scattered in the sand. We were thunder in the summer, lightning in the dark. Now we're just a memory burned down to a spark. Your voice still echoes in the back of my mind, like a train that's rolling but leaving me behind. Every broken promise still rings like a bell. If love was heaven, then I walk through hell. Ashes on the river, floating with regret. Every mile between us, a wound I won't forget. I gave you all I had, every dream, every shiver. Now all that's left of us is ashes on the river. turn that water back against the tide, would you still be standing right here by my side? Ashes on the river, drifting out of sight, carried by the current of another lonely night. You can't rebuild a fire from what the flames deliver. All that's left of love is ashes on the river. Footsteps fading in the rain, whispers calling out my name, shadows stretching long and thin, every loss I held within, smoke still hanging in the air, like a truth we couldn't bear. Feel the pressure in my chest, no more time to second guess. Crimson echoes in my mind, all the love we left feet. Promises incomplete. Every scar and every lie still reflecting in your eyes. We were fire without control, burning fast but losing soul. All the nights we let it slide, still burning deep inside. I carried every shattered dream, every silent scream, every time we turned away from the truth we wouldn't say. Fades away. Stone and steel begin to rust. Every crown returns to dust. Footsteps echo through the hall. Silent shadows on the wall. Strike the chord, let it cry. Like a warning in the sky. leaves the dead to be repaid. Signals pressing into wire, feeding off electric fire. Turn it loud, let it roar, shake the silence to the core. I carried every loaded train, every loss and every gain, all the truth I couldn't face. Now it stares me in the side of the bed gone cold. Clock keeps ticking like a hammer on a heart that's made of stone. Coffee tastes like regret, curtains barely letting light. All that's left between these walls is the echo of last night. Every word you threw at me, still hanging in the air, like smoke that never settles, like a cross I gotta bear. The steel heart breakdown, it's harder than before. Every crack in my armor leaves me lying on the floor. I built these walls so high, thought they'd never fall down, but love can shake a steel heart into a breakdown. Pride's a heavy burden when you're losing what was mine. Now the mirror shows a stranger with fire in his eyes, trying to hide the weakness behind a tough disguise. Every promise that I broke comes crashing back again, like thunder rolling through the bones beneath my skin. Control. I was bound for fighting, never backing down, but I wasn't built to handle the steel heart breakdown. When it starts to feel the steel heart breakdown shakes me to the core. Every scar I'm carrying ain't protecting me no more. If love's a wrecking ball, then I hear the sound of it tearing through the steel heart breakdown. Slow 12-bar progression in me. Still whisper my name like it knows I'm alone again. Ashtray full of yesterday and a heart that won't pretend. I Tried to drown your memory, but it learned how to swim. Now every drop I'm drinking just pulls me back to you again. Oh, I thought I was stronger than the burning matches, but the deeper I go, the less I forget. Whiskey don't forgive, it just keeps score. Leaves your face down on a hardwood floor. You can run, you can hide, but it knows where you live. Oh Lord, whiskey don't forgive. Stop licks and eat fast pentatonic run descending. Suggy stop drum fill re-entry with aggressive riff. Your pictures on the dashboard of this broken Chevrolet. Every mile I'm driving is just running me away from the words I never said, from the night you closed that door. Now the only thing that's open is that the liquor store. Oh, I wear regret like a second skin. Every shot I take just lets you win. Whiskey don't forgive, it don't forget. Kids playing that night on repeat in my head. I can curse your name, but I'm the one who gives every last damn drop to what whiskey gives. Emotional bends, pause and answer phrasing. Sudden fast Texas shuffle run, drop dynamics. Final screaming, I've been sustained. Should've held you instead of that glass. Whiskey don't forgive, it just reminds of the love I lost and the fool I let inside. You can blame the night, but the truth outlives every broken man. Whiskey don't forgive. Soft cymbal wash. screaming in time. Headlights cut through the dust, six strings ready to combust. Sweat drips down my face, chasing that backbeat pace. Amp glowing red and gold, turn it up, let it unfold. Feel that rumble in my chest, this groove won't let me rest. Like a midnight freight train burning through my brain. When the shuffle hits the floor, I keep begging for more. Midnight freight train running wild and untamed. When the rhythm locks tight, we ignite the night. Crowd packed tight in a smoky room, neon lights and a cheap perfume. Boot heels stomping loud, guitar cutting through the crowd. Fingers sliding bend, push that note till it won't mend. Every scar on this hand turns to fire in the band. Every mile I've ever known, every seed I've ever sown, turns to thunder in this sound when that Texas beat comes down. Keep it rolling, don't stop now, turn it louder, show me dust flying on a hardwood floor. Boot heels pound like a thunder war. Neon flickers, barely alive, but this groove makes the room survive. Sweat drips down my collarbone, 6 the jukebox wall. Somebody's shouting, somebody's gonna fall. Bass digs deep in the pocket groove. Snare cracks sharp like a bad man's move. My fingers burn, but I don't slow down. Bend that string till it howls out loud. Every scar that I conceal turns to tone that you can feel. I ain't smooth and I ain't clean. Got a sound that's sharp and mean. Every mile I've paid in dues turns to fire in these blues.
through the rain, another night drowning in the sea. Concrete jumble wide and loud, lost in the middle of the crowd. Every promise turns to dust, every deal breaks the trust. I feel the pressure in my chest, like a war I can't suppress. Heartbeat sinking with the sound, like thunder thunder shaking underground. Electric salvation running through my veins. Electric salvation breaking all my chains. When the amps ignite and the speakers shake, that's extreme fire is all clouds bleeding through the rain. Buzzing here, coffee black and boots on tight, ready to roll by noonday light. 6 steel strings across my chest, only thing that lets me rest. Feel that shovel in my feet, like thunder rolling down the street. Cold shot revival running through my veins. Cold shot revival breaking every chain. When the groove locks in and the crowd gets wild, that Texas fire ain't ever mine. Shouting over the band, turn it up across the land. Amp cooking hot and bright, strings screaming in the night, hands moving fast and free. This is where I'm meant to be. Every scar across these hands, every busted up one night stand, all that pain turns into tone when that strat cuts to the and bulletproof proof. My heart froze, but my blood ran hot. Everything we built just got shot. Midnight betrayal under neon lights. You said forever before ever dies. Midnight betrayal, caught in the flame. Love turned criminal, whispering my name. Perfume that won't pass. You said it's nothing, just a friend, but I watched our story end. No more crying in the rain, no more dancing with your chains. You can keep your alibi. I'm done hearing your lies. Trust, you broke the vow, but I'm stronger now. Midnight betrayal, midnight betrayal. Midnight betrayal, midnight betrayal, midnight. You broke the vow. I've been walking through the fire with a broken pair of shoes. Every mile another headline, nothing left to lose. city keeps on whispering like a preacher in disguise. Promises of mercy with a dagger in its eyes. Got a pocket full of regrets and a fist full of doubt. Every door I ever opened tried to shut me out, but the night don't scare me like it used to do. I've been baptized in the darkness, now I'm cutting through. Hard like a hammer, beating on steel. Every scar I carry reminds me I'm real. I ain't asking heaven for a sign above, just a little redemption and a woman's love. This is my midnight iron prayer, forged in smoke and heavy air. If I fall standing tall. I won't break, I won't crawl. Let the lightning strike my name, let the whole world feel my flame. I was born in the burning glare of a midnight iron prayer. Every promise that I made, yeah, I paid the cost. Every bridge I ever crossed, I nearly got lost. But the mirror don't lie. When the lights go dim, it shows a man who learned how not to bend. Feel that rumble in the ground, hear that distant thunder sound. I've been quiet for too long, Got chrome on my pickup, dust on my boots, engine growling louder than the lies you shoot. Cheap sunglasses hiding where I've been all night. Neon buzzing overhead, buzzing just right. You talk smooth, honey, but I've heard it before. Every sweet little promise just rattles the door. Chrome and cheap sunglasses, that's my disguise. Rolling through the heat on the southern skies. No strings attached, no long goodbyes. Just chrome and cheap sunglasses. Jukebox humming, low and mean. Boot heels tapping on nicotine. Your perfume lingers in the Texas air, but I ain't sticking around to breathe that there. You say you want fire, you say you want spark, but you can't light a flame in a man this dark. Chrome and cheap sunglasses, that's how I ride. High southern thunder with nothing to hide. No chains around me, no compromise. Just chrome and cheap sunglasses. I don't need no preacher, don't need no crown, just a little distortion turned way up loud. Chrome and cheap sunglasses under barroom lights. Dust in my rear view fading out of sight. You can keep your drama, keep your alibis. I'll keep my chrome and rocking on the floor. Every head in the building turned toward that door. Lipstick red like danger, smile sharp as a knife. When she moves her hips, she's cutting through your life. Band keeps cooking, crowd leans in. When she starts dancing, nobody wins. She's my high voltage, honey, shocking through my veins. Every time she touches me, I can't stay the same. Lights flash bright when she wants some money. Lord have mercy. High voltage, honey. Jukebox trying to keep up, but she's ahead of the beat. Got the whole room sweating from their head to their feet. I said, baby, slow down. She just laughed at me. Said, if you can't stand the fire, you ain't man enough to be. Kick drum pounding like a heart attack. Once she locks eyes on you, you ain't coming back. She's my high voltage, honey, burning through the night. Sparks fly everywhere when she holds me tight. No fuse long enough, no switch to unplug me. I'm wired for that high voltage, honey. It's electric again. High voltage, honey, shaking the stage. Lightning and leather to a wilder cage. Turn it up louder, don't you run from me. I'm addicted to voltage, honey. Flying from spinning wheels, dust in my mouth, that's how it feels. Sun beating down on a rusted hood, running hard like I always would. No silver spoon, no golden gate, just sweat and steel and a twist of fate. Every mile leaves a scar, every night another bar. Heartbeat pounding like a snare, you can feel that danger in the air.
shaking from the sound. Boot heel stomping on the ground. Amp turned up past 10. Let that feedback sing again. Sweat dripping down my face. Can't nobody take my place. Strings cutting like a knife. That's the only way to live this life. Every scar across these hands came from chasing outlaw bands. But the only truth I've ever known is 6 steel strings and a microphone.
Another day in a land of fire. Old tin roof and a screen door slam. Life moving fast in a broken van. Every mile got a story to tell. Every corner smells like hell. Feel that rhythm in my bones, like a freight train shaking stones. It's burning down in Texas. Feel it in the air. Burning down in Texas. Fire everywhere. see the sparks. To the boom, boom, boom. Bartender shouting over the band. Sweat and smoke across the land. And turned up past 10. Let that feedback sing again. Hands bleeding, but I don't care. Music's the only prayer. Burning down in Texas. Shaking the ground. Texas. Turn it down. Let it breathe. Feel that heartbeat underneath. Texas, turning down in Texas, turning down. Woke up sweating in the morning heat. Wanting roof in a land of fire. Woke up. Woke up sweating, burning bright. Got a 6-string loaded, and I'm ready to ignite. Crowd leaning forward, feel it in the air. When that first chord hits, it's fire everywhere. Hands start clapping, boots hit the floor. Once that rhythm grabs you, you'll be begging for more. There's fire in the amplifier, burning through the wire. Every note I'm bending climbs a little higher. Turn it up loud, take it even higher. Feel that heat, fire in the amplifier. Sweat drips off the ceiling, neon's buzzing blue, bassline rolling heavy like a freight train through. Ain't no cooling down now, ain't no slow retreat. When that shuffle groove hits, you move your feet. Kick drum pounding like a runaway train. When the band locks tight, you can't break the chain. Fire in the amplifier, sparks in every chord, strings cry out mercy, but we still want more. From the first downbeat to the last survivor, we're alive tonight with fire in the amplifier. Feel that voltage rising through the wood and wire. This ain't just music, it's a live wildfire. Fire in the amplifier. Let it shake the stage, turn that dial to danger. Let it out the cage. If you came for heat, you got your supplier. Turn it up loud, fire in the amplifier. Fire in the amplifier. This ain't just music, it's something you feel.